Hello, so I'm back again on my Good Enough Mum page on Tuesday at 9:15. And today what I'm going to talk about is facing life's difficulties and ways that we can help ourselves. And it's interesting how my thought processes go when I'm thinking about what to choose, because this is something I sort of touched on last week and I carried on thinking about it. Then I heard someone say something on Saturday when I was at a counsellor's networking meeting. And this morning I've got up and both my daily reading that I read every day and also my meditation app all were referring to the same thing. And you just think, when sort of three different things like this happen, perhaps this is what I should be talking about. And it's funny how it all comes together, and I think we call that synchronicity. So really what I was thinking about is how we face life difficulties and the problems that we can have in our own internal attitudes towards what's happening in our lives. And the thing that was said on Saturday, and do say hello, I can see you watching, so do say hello. The thing I was looking at on Saturday, listening to, was another counsellor saying that a lot of the problems that she finds people have is that they talk about how life should be. And they say, well, life shouldn't be like this. You know, they think that life should be different. And what she was saying was, hi Jane, nice to see you. What she was saying was, when she's with people, yes, life shouldn't be like this. She absolutely agrees, but life isn't perfect. And it's a case of life shouldn't be like this, but what am I going to do about life as it is? And thinking about that. And today when I got up and I was reading the stuff and listening to my meditation app, it was talking about how we tend to resist the bad stuff that's happening in our life. We don't want it to be that way. And because we're resisting it, we're actually spending quite a lot of our energy in resistance rather than acceptance. But when we actually accept that this is the way it is, the energy that we're spending on resisting it can then be used in other ways. And I found this myself yesterday because I have got such a lot on at the moment. I've got such a lot to do. And I can either sit there and sort of think, oh, woe is me. What am I going to do? How am I going to get around this? How am I going to manage? Or I can actually think to myself, right, okay, so this is how much I've got to do. So what am I going to do about it? And there's just that little bit of difference in the energy there. Rather than feeling helpless, I'm actually thinking, okay, this is the way it is. So what am I going to do about it? And that actually is quite empowering. And one of the things that can be really helpful as well, and again, this is something else that's come up a couple of times, is remembering the strengths that we've already got. Because when we get into that sort of, oh, woe is me, I can't manage this, we're sort of feeling very helpless. And of course, none of us are completely helpless. We do have strengths. We do have experience that we can bring, even if we've never faced this particular situation before. We've got knowledge, we've got experience, we've got support we can call on to try and help us resolve whatever it is that's going on. And so by saying accepting the situation, it's not about just thinking, well, this is it, you know, I can't make a difference. It's about saying, this is it. So what am I going to do about it? And we can't actually sometimes change the situation, but we can change our attitude towards it. And it's in this area that we actually have control. It's in this area that we can actually bring a sense of mastery, and that helps us to feel a whole lot better if we can actually think to ourselves, right, so I'm going to do this, this and this, or I can't do anything that's physically within my capacity to do something, but I can think about how I'm going to change the way I look at it. That gives us a sense of control, and that can help us to get through. So that's my thought for today, and I'll leave you there. Thanks so much for joining me. And I'll see you again, hopefully on Thursday. Bye.